Yeah, you can't hear me yet, but there we go. Hey, I got the robot back in there. I like robot though, that sounds better, doesn't it? Yeah. How's everybody doing? So you guys remember a few days back I said, hey, I need proof. Somebody needs to send me proof of a connection. I mean, I want to know that if Garrett Kirts knew that property well, okay? But this right here, I think, proves that there is a connection between Ron Logan and Garrett Kirts. Like, I mean, it's the first thing that I've seen that sort of proves that at least there's some kind of a connection, and it was because somebody from New Zealand named Thompson, you know, took somebody all the way from New Zealand to actually do it. They noticed a couple of horses in two different images that I believe are the exact same horse. Okay? And so when you see this, you'll realize, okay, that definitely shows that there's a connection of some kind, and but we still don't know what the level is, okay? But that is interesting, all right? So I'm going to just sort of do this. Well, don't worry about it, Miss Vicky. I'll explain it in a minute, okay? That's what the show's about, right? So, Jesus. All right, so in a minute here, we're going to, I'll show you all the different elements and kind of line it up. All right, so you'll actually understand. It's like what Vicky just did was like if you said, "Hey, I'm gonna go see this movie today. It's about this." Well, what's the movie about? What's the movie about? Okay, well, just wait a minute. All right, we'll get right to it. All right. And by the way, I don't have any animosity. I'm just goofing around with Vicky. All right, that's what it is. All right. See, she's laughing because that's what they get it. Okay. So if you're somebody else going, "Oh, you're so rude and mean," well, you just don't get the show. All right. Go watch somebody else and cry and get triggered and suck your thumb in a corner. All right. We don't do that here. Yeah. So I'm going to switch over to a different screen now just to show you sort of the thing that she found. It was pretty amazing. Okay, so here's a video on Inside Edition. Okay, now I'll scrub through it really quick. Well, yeah, right there. See that horse right there? Now watch this. See, that's Ron Logan. Everybody knows that that's Ron Logan, right? And so I'm gonna put up Adobe Premiere instead. And so right here, this is the same scene. Oh, you can't see that yet. Hold on a second. Let me transfer to the other window. Okay. So here is that video inside of Adobe Premiere. Okay. That's frozen up for some reason. Let's see. Let me hit save and then open it back up again. Wow. Okay. Huh. Getting some weird audio. You guys getting some strange audio going on over there? I just heard a... Alright, so there's Ron Logan. And then see this horse right here? It's got very distinct markings on it. Like these two dots right there. That dot. And the brown on the nose angling up like that. Okay? Well, watch this. So here's Garrett, one of the pictures on Garrett Kirts' page, right? But that's not the image that we're going to be using. It's this one. Right here. So he took a picture of a horse. And I don't know where he took this picture at, but I believe this right here is the exact same horse. Okay? So right there you got the 2 dots, and then that dot, and then down here you've got 1, 2, 3, and then that brown on the nose that goes up at an angle like that. And if you go to the other image again, you can see that down here, ding, 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 dot, 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 and then the angle of the brown on the nose there. Well, when you say it looks very similar, I mean, I think the odds of those dots all being in the same spot like that are like 1 in a million. All right, so yeah, let me do my show. I mean, it's funny how people like Karen, hey, blow it up, blow it up. Okay, give me a minute to put it all together for you on the screen. All right, so calm down a little bit. All right, all right. Jesus. Or how about this? Create your own video and do it. Blow up everything right away. Okay? I mean, have some patience for a minute. It's weird. All right, so I'm gonna do it like this. So I'm just gonna take a screenshot of just this right here. Copy it. And I'm going to create a new image, but I'm going to make it really big. Let's see. Blow it up! Hey, blow it up, hurry up! Jesus. All right. So the thing is, I'm just going to tell you that I'm almost 100% sure that this is the same horse. Okay. If it's not, it'd be a miracle. You know, it's different lighting, of course. It was cloudy the day that Logan was outside, and this one's sunny. Ah, shit. Actually, that's too big. Alright, can you guys see the screen here? It's the same freaking horse, okay? Watch this. So I'm going to use this one right here. Alright, let me get my face off the screen too, okay? Just so we have everything lined up. See you later. Alright, here we go. I mean, everything matches. Watch this right here. These 2 dots right there. Okay? Let me make that thinner. I mean, it looks like the same horse. All I can say is I think that's the same horse, right? And then look at the brown right there in the nose. That looks really similar. It's very close. And then even these, see, it's just a different angle. This one's up high, shooting down. So this right here would be that. And then like this right there would be there. And this right here would be right there. It looks like I can see one of these, like right there. I don't know. Now the sun's hitting his face here. This looks like here, maybe that's slightly different, but not really. It's just hard to tell, right? Like, but the brown, that angle of the nose marking, looks very similar. And then you've also got like this shading right here. Looks like it's right there. It's just that the sunlight's hitting it more, so it's brighter. Okay, what do you guys think? Well, what do you think, though? Do you think that... I'm just wondering, that's why I put a question mark. To me, it looks like it's the same freaking horse. Okay? And if it's not the same horse, then wow, that's incredible that another horse would have those exact same dots on it. Oh my God, are you going to say blow it up again? I'm not blowing it up anymore, all right? I don't do the blowing it up so you see a tiny little... Okay? It doesn't work. So right there, I see these things, and it looks similar. Now, the shape of these two here look a little different, but I don't know if that's because it's moving or what. Like, there's two dots right there, and then that one. It sure looks similar. And now the hair isn't falling down in the front up there. I don't know. I do not know for sure. I can't tell you for sure, but yeah, I'm like with Ashlila, that it looks like 95% it's the same one. Well, you can't tell if it's a different color because it's the sunlight's hitting it differently. Yep, that's Logan's property. Look. See, this is what I was just showing right here. This is Ron Logan standing next to this horse on his property, giving an interview. Okay? That's this shot right there. This is one of the images that Garrett Kirts has on his Facebook page. Okay? So if that is the same horse, then that's a connection, right? I'm like, 95% that it looks like the same horse, but it might not be. I don't know, what about the nose and everything? I mean, you see that there's the brown pattern even does that little angle up like that, right? Maybe that's what they all have. So who's a horse person in here? What do you think about it? Do the cops know what? All I want to know is can we get a connection that proves that Garrett Kirts knew Ron Logan and that he was out at that property? Nobody has proven anything yet. This one right here is the closest thing I've seen to proof. If that horse is the same horse, but it does appear to be the same horse. But that's all I got. I can't say 100% sure, but I think it is. Now in this shot here, maybe the hair is just flipped on the other side. We don't know if it's a different color or not. I'm not going to do the whole Garrett Kirts analysis, that kind of stuff. You can go look him up yourself. Nenny's 94.675. Hey, and thanks, Nenny. Nenny just became a new patron, and then LAACE upped her Patreon. So thank you. No, if the horses are related, that wouldn't prove a damn thing. Okay. If the horse is just related, it doesn't prove anything. I'm sure when I own my Chihuahua is related to another Chihuahua, because I've seen some. My God, it looks just like my dog, Blue. But it doesn't mean I didn't know the person, so that wouldn't mean anything. Okay. So I'm just wondering if. I mean, we can even look at more of these. Okay, let's. Let me go back to this shot. So, I mean, look at even right there. This little sort of arcing dot. That's sort of right there. See that? Ding, 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 ding. So you've got Yeah, I mean, I can see every single mark that I look at. I can see, like, right there. This, can you guys see my screen at all? That looks kind of small. Let me zoom in on that. Well, I'm going to do it just for you guys. Here we go. We're zooming in. Zooming, zooming, zoom. All right. So right down there is one of the dots. And then you've got this one, and that looks like that one and that one. And then there's a mark right underneath there that's probably the one right there in the middle. Then you've got that one that looks even similar. See how it kind of angles up like that? And then it's that one. And then right in the exact location compared to that are these two dots. And then these two dots. And then there's this one there and that one there. And you can see this one, and I can make out this one, but it's kind of the angle might be blocking the other one.
95% same.
Well, you wouldn't know if the brown matched because the sun is out in the one shot, and the other shot is completely overcast, cloudy day. Okay, so. Oh, you can't see my mouse? It's over here on the screen. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe I need to go back and get my old same dot. Yeah. Well, I don't know if there's same dots on the rear end. Yeah, I mean you can see these up here, yeah. But that's hard to say something like that, you know. I mean you do see that one there. I saw that earlier, but I was like, well, that's kind of difficult. But it is interesting, right? And thank you, Raquel Bedgood Corley. 95% she put in. And then Les Clark said, brown horse, white marks is the same, both pictures.
Brown horse, white marks is the same, both pictures.
What are you talking about? This horse over here? I don't know what you mean. Yeah, there was another. He did have another horse in one of his images. So let's go look through that. Well, we don't have a picture of Ron Logan's brown horse, white mark. So, what are you saying when you say that? Two dots grouped on the right are what seals it for me. Yeah. Yeah, but see, this is the kind of stuff we do on this channel, everybody. Like, you look for more the proof type of stuff. Instead of saying, hey, somebody told me this, somebody told me that. Okay? Now, when I look at this, I see what looks like a really good match, right? But what was the comment about the brown horse? Can somebody explain that one? Well, yeah, well, send me an email. Great, it's the email's in the description of my video. Yeah, you mean this spot right there? Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. And look, you can even see, let's see. Yeah, right there, this dot, that dot, looks like maybe right there and there. And then down here, these two. I mean, you guys, I should go back to my old mouse pointer. Remember the one that had my face on it? Oh, you're a narcissist, Gray. Right, there's a couple of pictures that look like him in there. Yeah, but what I should do is get my mouse pointer back in there so you can actually see what I'm doing. So you guys can't see this right here? My mouse pointer? It's small. But yeah, it just really looks like the same horse to me. And you know, I could be wrong. There could be another horse out there with very similar markings. Yeah. Well, I don't know why you can't see it. The brown dot on the back hind quarter looks the same. Yeah, I mean back here and then back there. Yeah, I mean that's what we were just talking about a minute ago. Yeah, even Miss Vicky can see it. Mabel can see it. Mabel, I mean, can see it. Mabel, Jesus. Does anybody know how long Garrett is in jail for and what? Well, he might be in jail forever. Okay. Mabel. Let's see. Okay, so let's now, if we're 95% sure that's the same horse. I think it's the same horse, but I'm not absolutely 100% sure. You know, the only one, I mean, there really isn't anything in here that concerns me on the look that we're looking at. Let me move this part over here. Let's see. There, that's probably a better way to look at it. Like when you look at it like that, you know, the sun is pounding down on his head in this shot right here. So there's a little bit, it's a little brighter. But even right there, see the darkness there? There's a darkness there, but it's more washed out because of the picture quality as well isn't as good. You know, just imagine the hair being up a little bit back that direction. Maybe the mane's flipped over on the left that side. There's coloring there. You got these two dots. These two. Boom. Boom. Right there. These three right inside the breast area there. And then this cluster here. I mean, it just looks so exactly the same. And that's Ron Logan's horse. And if that's true, then that means... God, my music's so loud. It's been that way the whole time. No wonder I'm yelling. I was wondering, how come I have to yell? Oh wait, my music's up to a high volume. So I actually think that that would prove that at least he was on Ron Logan's property or around one of Ron Logan's horses at one time and took a picture. And there's my dog Blue going nuts. They must have found out that I found this out. Hold on. That was Blue letting me know that a mailman came by to drop off a 128 gigabyte mini SD card for either the drone or the Insta 360 degree camera. Yeah, so what do you guys think? I think that does look like the same horse, and if so, it kind of proves that he at least knows Ron Logan. Now, it's possible it's not, but man, my God, that'd be so crazy if that horse is a different horse to me. You know, his head's up, like in this shot over here, his head's up higher, so you don't see the same elongation there. I don't know. Seems to me like 95%. Well, it was an Amazon delivery, so look at somebody's trying to sleuth me. Are you serious? Are you telling us the truth? Well, it looked like a mail guy, right? And he dropped off an Amazon delivery. Yes, I'm telling you the truth, and I'm not sure why that would even be interesting to know, but Video of him fighting, walking. I'm not going to play another YouTube video, and I don't even know what that means. So let's see. I think you have a good reason to think it's the same horse. So hopefully, so I have this. Now I want other people to send more proof, not something they think means something. Like, look at this, look at this, look at this, look. Yeah, you know, saying look at this 1,000 times over doesn't make me go, oh, wow, okay, yeah, I see something now. Right, that's what I've been saying. It's a completely sunny day on the image on the right, a cloudy, overcast day in the interview with Ron Logan, and the angle is, the horse's head is definitely at a different angle. Oh, come on. I'm getting sleuthed. Are you telling us the truth? Was that really a mailman? Yeah, I think Amazon delivers everywhere on Sunday. But it looked like the mailman. So I think maybe they get higher. I think they probably have a secondary. I've noticed that mail delivery people are delivering Sunday Amazon deliveries. So I'm not really sure what the deal is there, but. Yeah, I've just explained that the whole thing, EDM. We just went over the whole thing. The image on the right, look at, I put the links in the description of the video from Inside Edition and Garrett Kirts' Facebook page that has the horse on there. And then you have to scroll through it to the left, I think, and find the picture of this horse. Okay, but to me it looks like the same horse. Yeah, look. Here's what's funny is, I don't think the bridge guy looks nothing like Ron Logan. Everybody, so for all of you who keep saying that, like Disc Goal up there, oh God, yeah, the bridge guy looks like Ron Logan. You're delusional. Okay, he looks absolutely nothing like the bridge guy. Ron Logan is taller. He's got a big, huge belly on him. He is not the bridge guy. All right, it's insane that you guys keep saying that. He looks nothing like him. Zero. It's hilarious that people keep saying that stuff over and over and over again. God, it's incredible. He's freaking like 65 years old, 70 even. I don't even know, but my God. Now, hey, look at MSNJ. That has nothing to do with anything. I have a really high caliber computer. You can't tell that it's a young guy with a hood up. That's just you wanting to act like you have this really high caliber system and everything. I've got 32-inch monitors with the highest end PC you can have, and you can't tell by looking at it that it's some young guy. Okay, so don't make stuff up. And all these people out there doing all these filters and zooming in on things and doing all this crap and creating, an absolute crazy image of these a still from the bridge guy. You're doing a disservice. It's not doing anything. Oh, look at those two dots. Ooh, it's actually an overlay of I captured another face of somebody. It was no, you didn't capture any face. You're delusional. There isn't two faces connected to the same image. Yeah, what we're looking at here. Well, let me ask you this, Susie Q. Do you think that that's the same horse by looking at the markings that you see on both horses? Let me know. Kind of just keep looking at them. I want to see what you think, since you just showed up. Keep in mind the different angles. Okay, you don't think they're the same. All right. That's because you just got here and you say no without even taking any time to look at it. Okay, great. Yeah. That's almost like a troll response. You know, you don't take more than 8 seconds to look at it. Yeah, I don't know if Kirts is anything, but what we're trying to do, Chelsea, is I just wanted proof if Kirts actually knows Ron Logan, because then it would be something to me. It'd be like, wow, that's interesting that this wacko actually does know Ron Logan. So you're looking at the screen here, and he has a picture that looks like the same horse that Ron Logan has on his property, and in the same interview that he did. So that's about it. I did tell people that if you can send me information that proves that he knows him, then send it to me and I will put it on the air. So that's what I'm doing. Keeping the promise. I think that does look like the same horse to me. Yeah, it is pretty crazy. So let me show you. Did you just get here, Kelsey? Because I'll show you the what happened here. Okay, here we go. We'll do it again. So here's the video of Ron Logan right here, right? This is on Inside Edition, okay? Now I actually captured the video and scrubbed through it, and here's Ron Logan right here, and here's this horse right there, right? Okay, now on Garrett Kirts' website, right here, so, you know, somewhere in here, I think I have to scroll through a million of them now to get back to this is his Facebook page. So let me go all the way through, get to where the horse is. So now you got a bunch of horse shots here. And that's Garth on there. Hell, I think I'm gonna have to do this the other way here. Click on the link. Yeah, this is faster. Okay, so this is Garrett Kirts' page. That's a horse there. That might even be the same horse, different angle. But right there, see, this is a horse that Garrett Kirts has on his Facebook page, okay? So then when you put up Photoshop here and put them together, you see, like, right here, let me do it where I have it in this other software program. See, these are all the dots that I'm pointing out that are the same. Okay, you got 2 dots there, 2 dots there, that dot there, that dot, the brown angle on the nose up there like that. I mean, it looks like the same horse to me. So that's kind of what we're doing with that. You know, I said, if you can prove that Garrett Kirts knew Ron Logan and has been out to that property, then send it to me and I will put it on the air. And this one, I looked at it and go, wow, that really does look like the same horse. Okay? And that's why I'm putting it on the air here, because this is as close to proof that you're going to get, unless Ron Logan himself says, oh yes, I knew him well, he came out here all the time. And then if we knew that Garrett Kirts had been out there all the time, then it would be kind of interesting. That's all I'm saying. I would be a lot more interested in him if you could prove to me that he knew that property well and was out there all the time. He's in the right age group, and he is a monster, okay? But it's still, I mean, the odds of him being the person aren't high. You know, it's just like, wow, though. Yeah, gray hues too. Yeah, it does kind of look similar in the back too, doesn't it? Yeah, back here, right? Especially when you look at this picture back there. Yeah, back here, you're talking about? Yeah. I mean, even the dots on the back of the horse. See that? Ding, boom. I mean, it's really amazingly similar, okay? So if this is the same horse, then, you know, then there's a link to Ron Logan's property. See, everybody keeps saying, oh, Ron Logan. Well, nobody's ever proved anything. Somebody writes something, and I'm supposed to believe it. Well, no, I don't. But now I see something, and this is somebody from New Zealand actually found this, okay? So I'm just putting it together on the screen. And they sent me the links to each location, and that's how you got to do it, everybody. Who said it was Photoshop? Yeah, well, you can do it yourself. I just sent you the links. Go get the 2 screenshots yourself and line them up. I thought you said it wasn't the same horse, Susie Q. A minute ago you said no. All right. I mean, even over here is the same, right? So it's a little higher here because of the angle, but you got the breastplate dots. Like here's my mouse. Okay, so let's try to follow it right there. Ding, ding. And then down here you got a dot, dot, and then the one in the middle right there. And then exactly at the same ratio over here is these two dots and another dot there. And then you've got from this dot you go up, and then there's this one and this one, which would be that one and that one, and then these two here, which are these two. I mean, it really looks to me to be the same horse. So that would prove that he was on Ron's property, or maybe Ron Logan took the horse somewhere else and he took a picture. I mean, it sounds more likely that, you know, given what other people are saying, that Garrett Kirts was on Ron Logan's property. And so what I've said a million times is, you know, people keep bringing up Garrett Kirts, Garrett Kirts, Garrett Kirts, Garrett Kirts with no real proof of anything, okay? This right here is some proof. You get people saying, oh, God, Ron Logan's is like his dad. Okay, well, where's the proof of that, other than somebody saying something? Now, this here, if which I believe that is the same horse, but I'm like 95% sure, right? We just never know. Okay, well, it better be really concrete stuff, Jonna, because if it's just some weird, like, association thing, it'll be disappointing. Well, what, I mean, but you didn't send me any. All you sent me was a picture. Where's that picture from, Jonna? Yeah, where's that picture from, Jonna? You just sent me a picture with nothing about, like, you got to send links and things that lead right to it. You can, anybody can send any picture, you know? I don't know where those are from or anything. It's just pictures. All right, so resend the email and put the links to that go to each image and where it came from. All right, then I'll put it on the screen. And I definitely won't be putting those images up on the screen. Yeah. Is that from a video, or what is that from? Oh, is that from today or what? I'm not putting her, you gotta forget it. That lady's she's a racist. I'm not doing anything related to her shit at all. So. Yeah, you can forget that. Yeah, but what are the pictures from, though? Are they from today or anything like that? Let's see. Yeah, Kirts has a picture on his page that appears to be one of the horses on Ron Logan's property that Ron Logan is fond of. You can tell. I mean, he's standing right next to the horse in the interview. It's not like it's I mean, he's standing right next to it, and then there's a picture that Garrett Kirts has that appears to be the same horse. And there's just different sunlighting, but the dots appear to match up. And that's all I wanted, was something like that. All right, well, you can call in. Let me get this. You're going to message me on Twitter? Okay. I'm just setting up the new code, so hold on a second. He didn't kill an ex. I don't know. Kirts was part of it. I think he said he strangled her or something like that. That's Kirts, yeah. But as long as you say it right, that's fine. Like you can say gray with an Graey or Grey. As long as you say it out loud. Okay, I gotta go check some things really quick, so hold on. So I'm gonna put the number on the screen and you can call in if you want. Yeah, that horse though that John has sent in does look similar to the one that's in the same image that Garrett Kirts has on his page. And I was actually looking for that one on Ron Logan's video, but I couldn't see it. Or somewhere else I was looking for that, because that one's really distinctive looking. Hold on a second. I gotta put the number in there. I'm getting really frustrated with everything's bouncing around on the screen. It's not working. Okay, well, there's a new code on there, but I gotta go do something first. Okay, so the number is on the screen. I don't know if anybody, let's see. Yeah, so the number is ready to call in if you want to call in, Jonna, and explain it. I know that, I do know that MFW, whatever the hell her name is, the racist, she was going to be interviewing Ron Logan at some point. She said she was anyways. But it's interesting to me, and definitely interesting that is the same. It looks to be the same horse. So thank you from New Zealand, D. Thompson. She's the one that found the image and made the connection there. All right, so here we go. All right, 916, you're on the air.
Hi, this is Jonna.
Hey, Jonna, what's up?
How are you?
Pretty good. What's going on?
Nothing much, but I'm really excited about your broadcast because when I saw the brown horse, I remember from Miss Crazy's video that she had almost like a 30-minute encounter with this horse she didn't know, which I thought was a little odd, but, I just watched it.
Oh, so this is kind of an older video then, right? Like from a while ago.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
That's all right.
It was when she had that interview with Ron Logan when he tried to kick her boyfriend or whatever off his property, and then they got into a big long discussion about philosophy and whatever.
Well, how long ago was that though?
No, I'm not sure if
like weeks ago, right?
It was weeks ago, but the horse hasn't changed.
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm talking about, because I don't remember seeing that.
On his butt.
Right, yeah. I mean, the horse that you showed on
would have no patience for that.
Huh? For what?
You would have no patience watching her feeding that horse a Slurpee, you would not be able to sit through that.
Yeah,
so
probably.
That's why you missed that. But yeah,
well, that is interesting.
Horse.
Yeah, so maybe I'll go get a screenshot of that. But it does look like the same horse too. Okay, so here's the thing.
And it's on Ron Logan's. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, yeah. Let me just hold on a second. See this horse, everybody on the screen? That how it's brown and this big white spot on the butt there. Well, in the screenshot that she just showed me, it's from the other YouTuber, and it looks exactly like that. It's got the brown and the whole white on the back, and it's on Ron Logan's property. So now you have two horses in one shot that Kirts has. It looks like two of the horses on Ron Logan's property. It must be a false flag.
That is a very distinctive marking for a horse like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up in the country. I cannot imagine a world where they would have that combination of horses with the same marking in a 3,000 populated town. I'm not buying that. That's the same horse.
Yeah.
And the first horse is even more convincing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's. I think the markings on the brown. Hello. The markings on the brown.
Sorry.
The markings on the brown horse are like, I've never even seen a horse that has that. Like, it's brown and then this huge white butt area like that. Although there isn't a whole bunch of. Although there aren't a whole bunch of dots or anything, it's just a big white area and a big brown area. But I've never seen that before. The white one, we're actually able to pick out all the different dots and match them up.
Yeah, it's like we have two pretty accurately matched horses on the same piece of farmland. Yeah.
Well, it sure is interesting. I will say that. But I'll have to go check and see if I can find that. I'll have to go find that video. Is that the same day where she was talking to the guy that was on vacation that lives in some other...
he was talking to Ron Logan.
Well, no, there's another one where he was talking to some other guy who he winters in like Palm Springs or something, and he came back. Yeah. I don't know. Send me the link. Send me the link. Just email me the link to the video. Okay, does that make sense?
But she hasn't blocked you or anything.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anybody can watch anybody's video. You just can't comment on them. Yeah. What she does is she blocks me all the time, and she. Don't mean to be an ass. I'm not sure. What does that mean?
She's live now? Oh boy.
Yeah. Huh? No, I don't know if she's live now or not. I'm not watching.
Someone posted in the chat that she's live now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well.
That's why I was worried that she was going to take the video down.
Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter. Okay, but anyways, give me the link to the video. That'd be great. I'm going to get this other caller here, but thanks for sending it in. I think that's a really good.
Yeah, no worries.
I think that is good. I think you're right about that. So, thank you.
Yeah, we'll see, right?
Yeah.
Thanks,
all right, thanks. Thanks a lot. All right.
Hi, Brandy. Bye.
All right, bye. All right, this is 816. You're on the air there.
Hi, Gray. It's Lisa.
Hey.
I was wondering, is there any way that we could look at the Google Earth and see if that cast iron tub is on Google Earth on Ron's property?
Yeah. I've looked a lot of stuff around. There's one image that Kirts had on there that looked like this area right here. It looked really similar to this. Now, that could be the tub right there, right? Maybe that's the cast iron tub, right? There you go.
It looks like it's been there a while, so I was just wondering if we...
Let's see if that angle makes sense. Let me see.
And I just wanted to say that the markings on the front of the horse, that's the dark, that's skin with the white, that's white hair on top of it, but that's a permanent marking. And on the rump, there's 3 dots, and one of them's kind of smeared. The smears are the same. It's the same horse, no doubt.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It does look like it.
Yep. That's all I wanted to say. I just wondered about the tub. That was the big thing. I was just wondering if we could actually see that.
I wish we had, I wish people took photographs the way you're supposed to take them, where it's landscape mode, not the straight horizontal thing where you don't have all the stuff on the sides. I mean, I noticed that everyone does videos like that. They take pictures like that, and it's ludicrous. Okay, hold your phone sideways and get the regular shot where it's, landscape mode. Unless you're doing a selfie of just yourself or whatever. But if you're taking a picture of something, because look at all the information that would have been in there had they just took that picture normally. You'd have the horses, the whole tub, everything out to the sides and everything. And it's just sort of how everybody takes pictures these days. They just hold their phone up and go, yay. It's crazy. It drives me nuts.
Thank you, Gray. Appreciate what you do.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah. Yeah, let me look at the video again. See, I think I know exactly where this is. See, that's the wooded area, and then off to the right down there is where, the crime scene is. And so these are the woods. So I'm thinking that shot is probably, like in this area somewhere. Something like that. Perhaps. Maybe even like right in this area, filming that direction. I don't know. Okay, and that's probably 300 right there. And yeah, so this part of the woods right there that you're looking at behind him in that shot is right. That's this spot right there. So that angle that he's taking that shot is kind of about like this in that interview. Okay, so that could be the tub that she's talking about right there. Very, very well could be. I don't know. But that shot right there, you see this little narrow strip of woods back there? I think that is what we're looking at right there. And that's 300 right there. And this right here is the cemetery right there. Yeah. Yeah, Ron Logan looks nothing like the bridge guy. There's sort of a little tub type thing right there, you see that? But that just looks like a feeder. It doesn't look like a bathtub or anything. So right here you got these feeder things. I wonder if he has those on Google Earth lined up. Right there, look at that. Boom. Okay, so I had the wrong angle there. Right there, those are the feeders for the horses right there. See those little buckets? Can you guys see that? So that's in that shot that we were just looking at. As a matter of fact, that's where he's standing in that interview. See that? 1, 2, 3. These little straight feeders for the horses, and then he's right next to this horse. Yeah, and then right there, I think that might be Kay's house through there. Let's see. Yep, look at that. Boom. Right there. Or not Kay. It's a different neighbor. Sorry, I had the wrong shot. That'd be like that, but that's that other neighbor's shot through there. I don't know who this is right there. So sorry I misspoke right there. But that right there is through the woods, and you can see that house. So that's where he's being interviewed right there, and the horse is probably, I would imagine, behind this fence right here. and he's probably just petting it next to this fence, and then you can see these. Well, maybe not though. Could be just walking around. Maybe he's got this entire property fenced in here, because those horses are just freely kind of walking around out in here, right? I know that doesn't mean anything, but. Huh. Awesome. I think that's it though, right? All right, let's see what's in my inbox. Did you sent me the video? I can't play it on the air, but I'll take a look at it later, and I'll take a screenshot here and there and compare it. All right? Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: is it makes it a hell of a lot more interesting about Garrett Kirts if he really did know Ron Logan and he really was familiar with that property. Okay, it does make it different for me, because now we have somebody that has strangled somebody to death, that's 21 years old, that looks close to the sketch, that knew that property very well. And another sort of weirdness to it is that the killing of, I don't remember what her name was in a cabin. And that's sort of a little reference that was made in the press conference. Now, was that just sort of referencing what Kelsey was saying? She explained what the cabin was about and that kind of thing. Or was there a little deeper meaning there, trying to get somebody to come forward that knew about that? Or, yeah, the shack, right, yeah. You know, like a little shack, cabin, same thing. Yeah, right. It wasn't called the cabin. It's called the shack. I've never seen it, you can tell. I don't know. The sketches don't look exactly like somebody. They're just sort of a likeness of somebody. That's why they look like a lot of people. Anyways, man, that's interesting though, huh? Yeah, and then there was also the one thing that, I don't know if Harvey did it, but somebody put a video out that had a voice. I did even comment. I go, wow, this is about the only video you've done that I think, wow, that's interesting. Was the "Hey guys" part. There's a clip of Kurt saying that, and it sounds really close. I mean, very similar in cadence and everything. So that was interesting. So you have that too. Solve the crime. Yeah, wouldn't that be amazing if the horses? Yeah, I'm not saying. Look here's the thing: is Kirts could be best buddies with Ron Logan and still not be the killer, right? It just makes him a hell of a lot more interesting to me. Okay, way more interesting. But I think that these two horses are the same horses that we're looking at in this picture right here. Okay, as a matter of fact, I'll do it again. I'm going to do another. Hey, thanks, Nona. Appreciate it. So I'm just going to take this right here.
Thank you, Gray and Mods.
Okay, let's do some. I'm going to do the drawing, lining up things again. Okay, right here. These two dots with these ones. Right there. Then, since the camera's lower here, this is right there. This is right here, and that one is right there. And now it's going to be hard to grab some of these, but I think these ones are like right there. I mean, it's just amazing. And then the brown nose angle thing going on there. You know, you can even see, I mean, seeing these dots up here isn't as good, but you know, you can see that dot and that dot, this one, you know, you could try to go like this, but I think that's a little sketchier because we don't know exactly how it's, you know, being filmed, that kind of thing. And then, you know, hell, like, let's see. Maybe that one is this one. You know, it's hard to know.
Kirts, look out, Gray is ruling you in or out.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I've told you guys on the show that if somebody can prove to me that Kirts knows Ron Logan and that he's been to the property, that I'll be way more interested in that guy. And D. Thompson from New Zealand actually is the one who found the video and the horse, and then I'm putting it together for you guys on the screen here. Okay, so she gets all the credit for it.
Heart me some Gray Hughes investigates.
But that's the kind of stuff that I'll put on the show. Sometimes I do this kind of stuff on my own if I see it. But I mean, that was a pretty amazing find. Like I haven't even seen this video of Logan for years. I mean, it was like 2 years ago is when I saw that thing. So I wouldn't even know where to find it. So it's amazing that she went through, found a video with this horse on it, and then all of a sudden you go through Kirts and there's this horse, and wow, there's the same. And then apparently on MFW's, when she went out to Logan's property, she was talking to this horse, and that horse is also in the same shot. It's this one right here. I just saw screenshots of it. The brown horse with the white back right there. That is in Garrett Kirts's. This image right here on the right is in Garrett Kirts's Facebook page. It's an image that he took. Okay? So that then proves to me, I mean, now it's almost absolutely certain because now there's two horses that are, I mean, have you ever seen a horse that looks like this one back here? Brown and then a whole white butt like that? I doubt it. So when you put both of those together and the dots on this one, then you realize that is from Ron Logan's property. He did take photographs at Ron Logan's property, so he's been there. So now you might take other people's comments with less grain of salt that say, yeah, he was out there, you know, maybe perhaps a cousin or something that talks about it. So we'll have to, I know somebody that has some information from one of the cousins, and we might have to take a look at that now. Okay? Because before, I'm not interested in what somebody's going to say, and because I can't even prove somebody's
Love your detective work.
Like, prove to me you're the cousin too, right? Well, how would they do that, Gray? Submit their genealogy information to GED match, and then... Yeah, her name is D. Thompson in New Zealand, all right? That's where Raven's from. I guess there's smart people over there that figure shit out. Yeah. And by the way, the lines are open if you want to call in. Yeah. I see that picture. So that's like from a long time ago. Yeah, a few different people sent me this. That must have been when the horse was a baby, but I'd rather see the full-on adult one. And actually there's another horse in the background that has that same marking, which is kind of weird, right? Like, okay, here's what they just sent me right here, right? This is from Kirts' page. So this horse has white on the back, but then so does that one over there. So that one looks like maybe that's the horse and that's the other horse. It's so small though, I can't even zoom in on it. It's tiny. So hello. This is 404. Ray. Yeah, there you go.
Great. How's it going? It's Ray.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. Just listening in. So we allowed to speculate a little bit?
Well, I mean, is it speculate? What's it speculation on, though? Like just nothing?
No. Going to, the horses and placing somebody there, a potential suspect. Yeah. I'm just thinking that would basically be a great defense should that person, need to explain why their DNA may be in that area, So if, let's just say, Ellie had touch DNA only, that may be why they're kind of...
Yeah. How would that have happened, though? Even the touch DNA, like, how would that have happened? Like, how would he... If you found touch DNA of Kirts on the, Libby or Abby, how would that ever be explained? What did he do? Run over to the property? Well, I mean, I don't know how that would have worked.
Yeah, I'm somewhat ignorant to it, so maybe I'm thinking of something that doesn't happen or doesn't exist. But
it does exist because you can put like if you touch a doorknob. Transfer. Well, you could touch a doorknob, and then somebody else goes and touches the doorknob. Then they go walk over somewhere else and touch something, and the DNA from the original person that touched the doorknob would be put on that third item. So, but the thing is how would you explain how DNA would get on one of them? You'd have to come up with something like, they first ran over to Logan's property and touched a gate, and then went back down there. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't know how you'd explain something like that. It'd be really tough.
Yeah, I mean, not to say that it wouldn't be, but I could see that being, a potential reason why Ellie is they're looking for more. Should they only have, let's just say, touch DNA, they're looking for somebody to place that person there, or place that person with that car, or potentially that abandoned car. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I've still just been hung up on the DNA thing for a while, and I just kind of think that maybe that's the reason. It's just touch DNA.
I just think they have a weak, right?
Explained.
I think it's pretty weak, the DNA sample. And we know that because I've said this a few times on the show, but Paul Holes at CrimeCon said, he met with Holman last year at CrimeCon, and then this year he said they have a tough road ahead. Okay, so that means that he's the DNA guy. He's seen it. He knows what they've got, and he knows that, oh, wow, you have a tough road ahead. So even that's not strong, the DNA.
Got it.
I don't know. I don't know if he would have thought of something like that, like, hey, I mean, I'm out here, so my DNA can be... They just probably need more evidence of something.
Yeah.
And here's the thing is, I don't know for sure. Here's what I'm not doing here. I'm not even saying Kirts is the killer or anything like that, because all I've wanted to do is have somebody prove to me that Kirts has been on Ron Logan's property. Okay, this does that. To me, it means that he was out there and he took photographs of Ron Logan's horses. Now, let's see what next, if there's something,
Yeah. Well, again, kind of in somewhat speculation mode, but taking things rumor mill with a grain of salt. Some of those things saying, hey, he was on the property, he used to ride Ron Logan's horses and stuff. Mm-hmm. Pretty much those same exact posts that were on Facebook were also stating things that, his girlfriend lived in Delphi. He stayed at her apartment or something during those times when she was supposedly locked up. So, I mean, those are things that we could also maybe do some digging into. But
yeah,
if part one of something is correct, maybe part 2 and 3 are also correct as well.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing is that somebody has to prove those other things. Like, here's the thing is, in those cases, I'd have to actually speak to the actual person. Like, if Ron Logan came forward and said, hey, yeah, he came out here all the time, then I'd say, oh, there you go. And that's why I suggested to the YouTuber that shall go unmentioned that she should, if she interviews Ron Logan, that she should ask him if Garrett Kirts was out there, if he knew him. You know, that's it. And then you got an answer to that question. But we just proved it here anyways. Prior to that, we don't need to, that he's been to that property. I'm almost certain right now that he's been there. So there you go.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for taking the call. I won't tie the lines up in case somebody else wants to call with something more important. But
well, it was an interesting thought. Interesting thought. I'll give you credit for that. All right. Thanks,
awesome.
man. Thanks.
Take care.
I don't know what he did with horses there. All I know is he took a picture of this horse and appears to be the same one. Hold on a second. I got to check something. All right. Wow, this is interesting. I mean, this is the first thing that seemed since Thomas Bruce, when he was the guy that was like, God, he was interesting. But then I lost interest in him after a while. I was just, yeah. You know, but he was the first person that made me think something. Now, this case, I mean, Kirts, you know, I told you guys that if somebody can prove that he's been there and he knows the property, then I'll put it on the air. And here is that information. An actual, you know, proof, not some, well, somebody said this, as therefore it's true. Okay? And I think that's what you guys appreciate when you're on here, is that that's what we try to do, is show the proof and, you know, get you to feel like you're kind of in that environment and you can see it. All right? And I think that's what we're doing right here. Let's see, I just don't see anyone so naive to keep pictures on social media of horses they took on the property. I don't know. You're making it seem like people should be are thinking that far ahead like that. I don't even think that's naive. I think it would be too cunning to think, oh wow, let me go think back at those pictures I took a while back and remove them. You know, that might even be more suspicious, right? Like, why did you remove those pictures that were taken on Ron Logan's property? Yeah. Yeah, I haven't really... I knew the story of Garrett Kirts, and we kind of followed the original disappearance of the woman prior to him even being arrested. But, you know, now I'm more interested. That's for sure. Let's see. If you were from New Zealand, name D. Sent info since Gray asked for proof of connection between Grays, comparing independent pictures of horses common to both. Yep. I mean, I hope everybody can see how similar the horses' images are. I actually think it's the same one. And let's see when those are taken actually. Kirts horse. Yeah. That definitely looks similar. That brown horse, I'll tell you. Brown horse with a big white tail. Just a second. I'm trying to find something here really quick. Yeah, so those pictures are from May 2016. So just the year prior, 10 months, well, actually it'd be 9 months prior. Yeah, so anyways, I'm sure that, well, here's the deal, everybody. We're just doing this, proving it to ourselves. The police, they don't need me to send this tip into them. Do you get it, everybody? Okay, they already know all this stuff. I guarantee it, they know if there's any kind of connection to that property of Garrett Kirts. I will guarantee it that they know that. Okay? We don't know that. So what we're trying to do is on our own is to figure out the same thing. Okay? And so I think that we've just proven that. Yeah, so it's May 20th. You know, one thing that's a little different on the shot that you gave me is on this horse here, there's a lot of white going on in there. And the one that you sent is just like a hard line almost, but it might be because of the poor quality video. No, I'm not calling any. They're going to know the answer. I'm sure they've interviewed Ron Logan, all that kind of stuff. They're just going to, I'm just not going to do it. Yeah. I'll have to go check out that video, though. Did you send me the link to the video? But anyways, I think that's pretty exciting. That's really all I wanted to do right now is put that out there, and we've taken a few calls, discussed it, and then now people are sending more information. And I thought it looked similar enough, the two shots of the horse, that it's the same horse. Okay, and then also now we have another horse that looks exactly the same with the big white tail. So the image on the right here is from Garrett Kirts' Facebook page. This is a horse in an interview on Inside Edition with Ron Logan, and it appears to be the same horse. Okay, so that does make a connection to the properties if indeed that is the same horse, or by some miracle there's another horse with very similar markings all around on it. Okay. So that's it. Yeah, don't put other. I don't want. You're gonna have to go find it yourself. I'm gonna remove that one. Yeah. Yeah. Don't put her channel up on my channel. You can go find it yourself. Yeah, it could be. And if you ever apologize for those racist comments, things could get back to normal, but I'll always know that she said those things. All right, everybody. Well, listen, I really appreciate you coming on and going over this. Now you can maybe have a little bit more interest in looking up connections, but make sure that if you do connections that you have things that you can prove. Okay, not like, well, somebody said this, unless it's literally a family member, somebody that would know something. Okay? Because that's really the only way to do it. So I want to say thanks to Raquel Bedgood Corley and Les Clark, Just Crystal again, Delusional Lucidity, Leslie Hill, Cozy Paz 73, and then let's see. And then on, I think, PayPal, Diane Williams and Christine Keenberger. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That must have been through Streamlabs. And also a new patron on Patreon, Emily. So thank you very much. Awesome. Okay. So I'm just reading the emails over there. Man, my vision gets worse and worse. You know, the older you get, man. Pretty soon I'm gonna have Coke bottles on my eyes. I'm gonna look like Bubbles on Trailer Park Boys. Okay. How's the stream? Is it still working? Doesn't seem like my chat's working. Oh, there it is. Wow, yeah, it's weird. My chat froze up, the one that I monitor. Yeah, look up Bubbles on Trailer Park Boys and see the big Coke bottle glasses he wears. All right. Hey, Ricky. He sounds a little bit like, Boo Boo Bear. All right. So it's possible I might come back on later, but I might not as well. All right. I got another Summer League game by the Blazers. The Timbers are playing. All kinds of stuff going on. Hey, there's Nenny C with the big smiley face. She's a new patron on Patreon as well. So thank you very much. And by the way, you guys should go watch Trailer Park Boys. Man, look how there's so much brightness. You can see through my head on the screen there. Yeah. So I do have somebody that's sending me screenshots of apparently a cousin's conversation. We'll see how that goes. Man, it's so bright. Does it look like this the whole time on the show? How bright it is on my face like that? It's crazy. It's like the light's just blown out. And I'm not sure why. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's better now. Wonder what that was. Oh, it's the chat window. Not sure what that means, Jim. Sorry about that. All right, everybody. Anyways, thank you all for showing up and watching the channel and participating. And this is the kind of stuff I love to do right here. Okay? It was just kind of neat right at the end there, even going through the video and seeing where those feeders were placed, and then knowing Ron Logan was standing right in that location, that kind of thing. Maybe the horse was over that fence. It all kind of makes sense. So, all right, everybody, thank you for showing up, and until next time, be safe out there.